Hello everybody, welcome back to 10 Minute Reviews. I'm Jason. This little fuzzy one stretching right here is Freya, my fuzzy little co-star. We're bringing you today's video. Hi Freya. And as always guys, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. We love to talk about books. Well, she doesn't, but the rest of us love to talk about books. We're just a small little family channel. We're going to do this no matter what because we love to read, we love to talk about books, and we want you guys to read more books. But we'd really appreciate any support that you guys might want to give us. So please hit the like and subscribe buttons. What are you crying for? All right, I see you. Oh, she just flopped down. Sorry, I can't get up to give you a belly rub. Sorry, baby. So today I want to talk about another brand new book. This one just came out this month, and it is called High Noon on Proxima B. It's a science fiction novel, or not? Well, yeah, it's a novel. It's a science fiction book with a number of very well-known and excellent authors. It's another compilation, another short story compilation. Although so there's only like 6 or 7 in there. I can't really call them short stories. It's more like novellas that are really fun. Because this one I believe I think there was another book along a similar vein from the same publisher, possibly the same editor as well. That it's a space-based science fiction novel. Doesn't occur in any particular universe. They're all free to write however they wish, but they're Western themed, you know, space westerns basically. Which for those of you guys that might be a fan of a tragically canceled science fiction show called Firefly, you understand what I mean when I say space western. I mean, it's interesting when you have this high technology and, you know, faster than light travel and stuff like that, and still manage to put these western themes in there. And these guys, these are pretty cool. Because what's interesting about this, so what's cool about this with all these authors, because they're not writing within any one particular world. By the way, thank you to our patrons. Really appreciate you guys. Got some exclusive stuff we're filming that we'll start putting up for you guys in the next week or so. What's cool about it, when you're not writing within one particular world, these authors can just really do whatever they want. They can do whatever they want as long as they're, you know, they're still space-based and Western themed. But, you know, you go with Old West, just look at Old West movies, but you go and, you know, some of the books, there's so many different things you can do with it. And especially when you just, instead of locking yourself into Old West, you might look at Frontier. You start looking at Frontier, and that also gives you a whole nother avenue of approach. So these short stories, you know, these aren't, you know, even though it's called, you know, High Noon on Proxima B, these are not all, you know, your space cowboy walking out to ride to get on their space horse to go get in a gunfight somewhere. There's some interesting ones. There's stories about space mining and how that might work. And basically, I mean, there's one that deals with both mining and with colonization, basically, and starting colonies and surviving. That is very reminiscent of, you know, Old West pioneers, and the trials, the tribulations, and the dangers that they may have that they might face in a futuristic type of environment. By the same token, you have just, you know, stories about mining. You have stories about mining and the trials and tribulations and dangers of, say, unauthorized mining. So I mean, just look at the Old West. You know, back in the day, prospectors going out into the into the wilderness, that their lives were at risk all the time from other people, from indigenous people, from their own people, from animals. Luckily, there were no cocaine bears at the time, but there were definitely bears and wolves and pumas and rattlesnakes and the weather. And, you know, we have books about that, about being, you know, basically an unauthorized mining prospector out there on the frontier trying to make your fortune. There's books, there's stories in there regarding things like, you know, some of your typical revenge tropes, your revenge and your assassination tropes, kind of tied in with the frontier and you know, the tough frontiersmen and their independence and tendency to deal with things and problems on their own, to take care of things on their own. Were very fascinating. Of course, there is also at least one story in there that does kind of deal with an attempt at a, you know, old school style gunfight, and again, pretty cool, pretty interesting. So, you know, if you guys like Old West, if you guys like science fiction, if you guys like space-based science fiction, you guys just like short story compilations are awesome because they're great books to kill time throughout the day when you have other things going on. Such as if you're looking for something to read, say while you're on break at work, or while you're, you know, waiting at the waiting room for an appointment or something along those lines, short story compilations are awesome books for that. They're great books for that. So, yeah, after you guys hit the like and subscribe buttons, guys, please go check out High Noon at Proxima B. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We'll catch you guys next time. Bye now.